everyone, so I did a poll and asked, would anyone be interested in seeing me do like 2016 Instagram style makeup? And the options were yes, suffer for our entertainment, and no, don't, save your skin. And people decided I should suffer for their entertainment, so that's what we're going to be doing today. In case anyone is stumbling across this video and is not familiar with me, I'm going in with, I don't have any okay, so here's the thing. This is not going to be like products accurate to the time because I don't own a lot of those. So I was not going to buy a mattifying primer for my dry skin or a pore filling primer for my acne prone skin just for this video. I have this Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer that I partially use as just like when my face is feeling dry in the morning because I don't really wear base, like I don't really wear foundation and stuff outside very often, especially because the foundation that I own is not the right undertone. It looks great on me in indoor lighting and on camera. It looks like a perfect match. Real life, it looks like I just slathered my face in Barbie lipstick. Way too pink. Anyway.
Yes?
Both of the boys are in here right now. Coleslaw isn't, but both of the boys are. Anyway, I'm going to put this on while I talk about it. So, if you are unfamiliar with me, hi, my name is Sid, and I have been a makeup enthusiast since I believe about 2018. I remember that the first eyeshadow palette I ever bought for myself, that wasn't like one I just borrowed for my mom, was the NYX Ultimate Brights. And the day that I got home with it was the same day that the jumpsuit 21 Pilots video dropped, and I was extremely into 21 Pilots at the time. Not as much anymore, but at the time I was. And I believe that was like 2018. So around that time frame. And I have been a makeup enthusiast since then. As you can imagine, if you're familiar with beauty community, that means that I was into beauty YouTube for some wild times. I didn't watch most of those people because I found them irritating. But I was watching the drama channels. I don't anymore because exhausting. But when I first got into makeup, I watched a lot of videos from 2016 and stuff as well because people were pretty consistently doing the same things pretty much from that time. This is going to be more of a I guess sort of the era spanning 2014 to 2018, 2019 sort of, because a lot of makeup styles were sort of similar since then. By the way, I'm wearing my Mania t-shirt because Fall Out Boy coming out with a new album. Anyways. So that's, when I was learning makeup, it was a lot of like, ooh, you do it this way, you do it this way, you do it this way. And I was like, you do it that way, you do it that way. And me, acne ridden, covered in scabs, everything like that, I was like, oh, so I need full coverage foundation, and I need that, and I need that. My makeup style is very different from that, is essentially what I'm getting at. My makeup style is not very similar to that era and that style of makeup, but I noticed, I don't have a TikTok because but I do have an Instagram, and I noticed that it's kind of been coming back around for people to do their makeup that way, and people have been like, ooh, nostalgic 2016 style makeup, and it's like, why? I'm not a fan of that kind of doing your makeup, but we're gonna be doing it today for entertainment, and I'll be doing my very best. So I've let that soak in for a bit. We're going to be going in with the Revolution IRL filter because it's the only matte. I own two foundations and this is the only matte one. This is not my right shade. It'll look fine on camera, I think. Not my right shade. I'm taking 3 pumps because boy oh boy, this is we don't want our skin to breathe. going in with a beauty blender, of course, and we're not leaving our under eyes alone, because what we are going to do is we are going to pack product on our creasy, baggy under eyes, and then we're going to complain that they are creasing and bagging. And that you can see that. Why? Because, I don't know, because the influencers at the time, the beauty gurus, want you to buy a lot more of a powder that they're sponsored to sell you. That's also become a thing again nowadays. We're right back to undisclosed sponsorships with shady makeup brands. At least it's not Morphe again. I took 2 more pumps just for my forehead, because I remember just so much packing on foundation. Look, it got in my hairline. Oh, God. Just so much packing on foundation. And then being concerned about being a cake face. And being like, I don't know why it's so cakey. It's cakey because I caked it on. But anyway, yeah, as you can tell, I have some disdain for the makeup techniques of the time. I'm not going to put it over my eyelids, but I have seen people from that. I was going to go back and watch like makeup tutorials from that time and stuff, but then I was like trying to, and it's like, oh God, it's all of these people. Oh God, no, not them again. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to watch all of the people who were really big at that time, because, well, again, if you're familiar with any beauty YouTube stuff, I just didn't want to watch those people. So, we're going off of memory instead. Which means that we're going to be doing baking today, which I've never done. Not baking as in a cake, that'd be way more pleasant. We're baking our face. Anyways, that's gonna be... also, I'm not gonna be doing brows like they did in the era, because I only own a thickening brow mascara. I like my natural brows. I'm not doing... They were doing so... I don't mess with my brows. I like my eyebrows. My mom warned me about plucking my eyebrows and making them too skinny. I'm not doing anything to my brows. Okay, that is the foundation done. Look at... I feel like I went too light on how much I did considering the era, but I also don't want to break out horrifically. People were trying to make themselves look like porcelain, though, like it was a mask. I don't know if I achieved that, because you can still see some of my skin. I'm gonna do a little more. I don't normally do this because I don't like this, but... Oh yeah, and we're trying to get as much full coverage as possible, but with a beauty sponge. Because everyone knows that the best way to get full coverage is with a wet beauty sponge that absorbs some of a lot of the product that you're using. It's not. I'm being sarcastic. Okay. What are you boys doing? The boys are fighting. And by boys, I mean 2 of my 3 cats. 2 boy cats and 1 girl cat. Oh, there's my hair in it. Oh, God. Okay. I hope that you're not bothered by the foundation on the lips, because as I remember, people were not wiping foundation off of their lips most of the time before they went in with their matte brown liquid lipsticks. So that's not going to happen today either. A lot of these techniques come from stage makeup and like drag queen style makeup. So we've got already a bunch of product caked on under our under eyes, see? Oh man, yeah. But now we're going to go in with some concealer. This is our Finish concealer. I bought this specifically for this video. I think it's lighter than the foundation I have, but I am the fairest shade, so we'll see. Where just gonna do a huge triangle right under our under eyes. Dear God. And then where was the other? They would put it in the middle of the forehead, on the chin, and on the nose as well. So we're gonna end up doing that. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to try to nose contour today. I'm not going anywhere looking like this, by the way. Obviously not. I don't shave my face, and I don't shave my face, and I don't have perfect skin. Oh boy, that feels wrong. And then we're gonna cosplay Aang from the last Airbender real quick. There we go. Just a good old Aang cosplay. We're not thinking about bone structure. We're not thinking about our actual physical features. We are not thinking about if this fits with our bone structure or anything. We're just thinking about this is what I heard somebody else does for their face. And there's no such thing as unique bone structure, so we're doing the exact same thing on mine. Hopefully this is 10 times lighter than my actual skin tone, which is what they were doing at the time. It's not gonna do what I needed it to do. Which is what I needed it to do was make the middle of my face look bright, bright white, and the rest of my face, the outskirts of my face, look like a different color entirely, which is what was happening at the time. So this is the fairest shade that they had too. God, I'm pale. No, maybe that works. Maybe that, do I look ghostly? Maybe that works. Dear Lord. I'm trying to, can you see on the close-up how that looks? Let's look at the forehead. Do you see that? Oh my God. I never did this at the time. I didn't buy foundation because I was afraid of wasting my money and buying the wrong shade. So I just didn't buy foundation at the time when I was like, oh, these are the way you gotta do the beauty. This is the way you gotta do the makeup. So I never actually did this with my own face. Right, and now, something that, if you know me, you know I'm a big proponent of eye primer. People weren't using eye primer in the 2016 era. Everyone was doing it with concealer and then powdering the concealer. So that's what we're gonna do today. The reason that I don't like using concealer is that maybe it's fine on people who don't have creasy eyelids. I have a hood in my eyelid, if you haven't noticed, this one right here. This one not so much, but they get creasy. And speaking of creases, we're gonna do this first. We're gonna quote unquote prime our eyelids with concealer. Oh wait, I just did this wrong. I just tapped it in with my finger. I was supposed to tap it in with the Beauty Blender. 1 second, let me, just more moisture on there. What is that? That's one of my eyebrow hairs. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's just gonna live there. That's just gonna live there while we're doing this. But wait, you might be asking, won't eyeshadow fall under your eyes now? No. Or yes, but the solution to that was something that my dry skin is going to hate me for. Baking. So this is a loose powder, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this damp sponge and we're gonna put it in the powder. And you see how much there is on there? Now we're gonna pat that under our eyes, like so. it feels like I just legit put flour on my face. Again, this is not something that I ever did because I was afraid of wasting money on complexion products at the time. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. And so then if anything falls off of our eyes onto our under eyes, then we wipe it away. Oh, I almost forgot. It wasn't just on the under eyes. We're gonna bronze here later, and then we're gonna cut it off with a little bit of baking powder, but we also have to do it along the bridge of our nose and draw a little line with that. Because this is still a thing that people are doing today, is a lot of nose contouring, which I don't understand. I think that everyone's noses are just leave the nose alone, honestly. But oh, I didn't do that in quite a straight line, did I? Okay. This feels both exactly like how I imagined it and so much drier than I realized it would be. Oh my god. My under eyes are already... Do you see what's going on there? Good lord. Okay, well, it's supposed to prevent that from happening. I don't think it did. Now, granted, I do have quite prominent under eye bags and under eye creasing and stuff anyway. Oh my god, I'm gonna get rid of these little guys up here because that's really irritating me. We're gonna take what's left of that and we're gonna tap it on top of the concealer that we used on our eyelid to try to prevent that from creasing as well. I feel like I've been in one of those rom-com fights where people throw flour at each other. Oh god, but it's coconut flour because it smells like coconuts. Okay, now we're doing eyeshadow. If I'm remembering correctly, at the time, everything was about bronzy, browny brown, and gold. So I did consider using one of my Makeup Revolution, like, chocolate palette dupes, because everybody was using, like, Too Faced chocolate palettes for a while there, which is a little older than, like, 2014 and stuff, but, I decided not to do that because I didn't think that the ones that I had were similar enough color stories. So instead, we're going in with my Chocolate Martini palette. And everything was about like ruddy, bronzy sort of colors. I myself, when I do neutrals, tend to gear more toward like cool tones. But we're not doing that today. Today we're going to do this color, either one of these two. And then a gold sort of shimmer. Good lord. She was so mad. She's so mad that the door was closed on her. Look at her. Look at the anger. Wow. Here you go. Why are you angry now, sir? Creamsicle is angry now, too. This man's is also yelling. Why is he yelling? Say hello to the people. Mr. Soft Paws. Oh, and there's little man. We got all three of them in the room today. Little man likes being picked up the least, but say hello. Say hello. Oh no, don't sit down. That's my chair. I'm sorry, buddy. No, that's my chair. Little man loves to steal my chair. Okay, here we go. Alright, going in with Irish cream. I'll probably speed up this portion of the video, because, And this, ladies and gents, is why we don't prime our eyes with concealer and powder, because I work with my glam light shadows all the time, and that is not the vibrancy that they usually are. No wonder everybody was always clamoring for more pigmentation at the time, and things got like almost over pigmented. Everybody was trying to work on top of this. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'll speed up this portion of the video. Yeah. So, you may have noticed a couple things. First, me looking to the side, all freaked out and everything. That's because Little Man and Creamsicle were deciding to fight under my bed, which, if you don't know, is one of those raised ones where you can fit a dresser and stuff under it, like a dorm bed. So, they decided to do that, but everything's fine. They stopped. You may have also noticed that when I started cutting my crease, I panicked a little, and that is because the concealer started stinging my face rather badly, and I'm not totally sure why that happened, or it's not stinging my face but stinging my eye, like specifically right here in the corner. I'm okay now. My face is very itchy from the amount of product I have on it, so we gotta get through this. Anyway, this is kind of what I remember everyone's makeup sort of looking like at the time. It was very like gold shimmers and everything. I also remember that if you had hooded eyes and you were looking for tutorials at the time, you were basically just like screwed. And I have one hooded eye, so anyway, yeah. And it's always like very blown out and everything. So, boy, okay. I'm trying to think of next step. I can't remember. Probably is eyeliner. Most people would do their eyebrows at the start and stuff, but as I said, we're not doing eyebrows because I don't like doing things to my eyebrows. Yeah, so I've got my Glamlight eyeliner here, the calligrapher liner. My Chucky stuff is supposed to have shipped out today. If you haven't seen my other video, I am not a fan of Chucky. I'm not allowed to watch horror movies. But I bought the palette, and then in order to get free shipping, I also bought the eyeliners because I like Glamlight's formula a lot, and I really like the color story of that palette. Because it makes me think of the Hip Dot My Chemical Romance 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge collection, which I didn't pick up because I hadn't heard anything super good about Hip Dot's formula. So here we go, dramatic winged liner. We are going for drama with this one, so. Okay, yeah, that seems about right. Yep. And then thick black line. Oh boy. The reason I don't do eyeliner very often is I have, I mean, I've mentioned this before, but I have like chronically shaky hands. Like they're always super, super shaky. So doing like precise eyeliner is very difficult for me. As you can see by the way I just screwed up there. But that's fine. We're going for a really thick liner anyway. That looks about right. Oh, and again, hooded eye. Well, let's see. Is that just there? So like, probably like that's about equivalent. Yeah, I think so. Alrighty, here. Dang, this is a good eyeliner pen. I should pick up another one of these. Holy crap. I mean, I've used it a couple of times before. I don't normally do like dramatic wings like this and stuff, so I'd never really. Dang. Oh, I just kind of ruined it there. Whatever. Another thick black line. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ooh, that might have been a little too thick. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Dude. And the thing is, like, normally I could go in and, like, fix that up with concealer and stuff, right? But you can't do that with this style because my face is already covered in powder. So what's gonna happen to the texture if I put it on my face that's already covered in powder? The texture is gonna be a monstrosity. Oh, that looks terrible. I totally ruined that eye. Dang it. Whatever. I'm not going anywhere, so yeah, this one totally goes up and this one goes flat. Dang it. Well, we're on to the false eyelashes part of this. Or no, they always save lashes for the end because they're like lashes fix everything. Okay, what we're actually doing now is bronzer. People didn't really do a lot of blush at the time, so what we're doing is bronzer, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of blush on anyway, but people weren't really fans of blush at the time. And then they always did their bronzer with like a huge fluffy brush. So that's what we're gonna do. And there was always so much of it, and people used it like contour. People still use it like contour, and we're just going in a straight line. We are not thinking about bone structure again. Bone structure, we don't know her. She doesn't exist. We're going to all try to have the same bone structure and imitate it with makeup. Oh, good gravy. And then for some reason they always went up to the forehead as well, because everyone is trying to imitate having like a tan, even though everyone is also the palest of the pale. I guess that's why they're trying to imitate having a tan and stuff, which I don't understand. I have a lot of problems with like the tanning industry, but anyway. Okay, that's that part. And then there's something else that I needed to do with the, oh, that's right, baking the contour. So people were doing the huge amounts of powder and baking the contour as well to try to make it look even sharp. Oh my god. The sound of this sponge moving across my face right now sounds like I'm dragging my nails on sandpaper. Because again, I am a dry-skinned individual. But this was what everyone was doing, including people with dry skin. And this is what people who claimed to have dry skin were telling other people to do. And then buy this one specific powder to bring back luminosity to the skin. I am calling out a specific person with that. But we don't need to talk about that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Okay. Lips. Because we're going to do highlighter after we brush the... I need a different brush to brush all of this off of my face with. I'm just gonna reach down here real quick. Okay. And this was also, the baking is also supposed to like super, super brighten the under eyes. Like the white concealer didn't do that already. So much less of that just went away than I thought it would. Now, there may be some of you out there saying, well, that's just because you have bad skin. Popping in right after I finished like washing my face and everything to mention, I did do a little bit of skincare. Speaking of, like, let's take a look in the... Oh wow, as you're gonna see later in the video, it looks like my face has a ton of texture to it and little bumps. Oh, it doesn't look like it does it? I mean, granted, I'm using my front-facing camera right here, but oh, it's not nearly as bad as the foundation is gonna make it look later. Popping in to say that I did do skincare before, like 20 minutes before I started filming. I kept it simple because too much product, like skincare product, underneath a, I just lost the word. Too much skincare product underneath foundation can cause it to pill and cause it to lay funny, so I kept it simple. All I used was I washed my face with my Snail Mucin cleanser, which is my typical one. I then applied a hyaluronic acid serum, the Good Molecules hyaluronic acid serum, and then I put on a very simple moisturizer, like a good simple moisturizer. I believe it is the Versed Dew Point Gel, I want to say. Yeah, this one. All products that I know work for me, I let them sit, I let them fully sink in before I started filming, and then I used the priming moisturizer as well. You'll hear me mention a few times that I have dry skin, so my skin was well moisturized through the video before I put on all of the stuff, so I just wanted to mention that as well. It's kind of wild to look at my skin like with all of it off after seeing how textured it made me look and be like, it's not even that textured. Anyway, I just wanted to pop in and mention that. All skin has texture. All skin has texture. I think I was supposed to bronze my nose before I did the contour thing as well, so I'm doing this part a little out of order, but I'm going to do that real quick. I did debate on if I was going to do any of the, like, I remember people doing, like, cream products, but then putting powder products over it, like, oh, I'm testing out this cream blush, but then I am also going to stick this powder blush right over it so you can't even tell I'm wearing the original cream one. I don't know why people did that. I'm not gonna do that today because that's just too much for my skin to handle. God, I never do nose contouring. Good gravy.
Does my nose look snatched?
It doesn't. It just looks kind of muddy. Alright. I definitely did that part wrong. Sorry about that. I can't get over the... It does look very Morticia Addams. Lips. Not gonna do any... We're not removing the foundation. It annoys me so much that I'm using the Churro liquid lipstick because it was all about matte liquid lipsticks. I'm using the Churro matte liquid lipstick from Glam Light. I don't think they sell this anymore. They seem to be on a bit of a restructuring binge. I don't really own a lot of matte liquid lipsticks, especially not ones in neutral colors. So this was my option. I just remember everything being super warm toned for like a long, long time. What am I thinking? I was about to go with the actual lip line on my lips. What am I thinking? This is 2016 Instagram. We are going to pretend like there is no arch and we're just going to go straight over that. All right. Oh, there goes the shaky hands. You see that? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. Okay. I can't even hold it still. I have to go to my other mirror. This doesn't even work for me. My Cupid's bow is so pronounced that you can tell it's still there. Should I overline? I am going for what was at the time, so yeah, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna... So this is mostly my natural lip line. I went over my Cupid's bow there. So now I'm going to go outside of my lip line and make it look even bigger. I don't really need to because I already have big lips, but people who had lip filler were doing this anyway as well, so... Oh my god, I can't get it to stop shaking. There we go. Just put that right over my little mustache hairs. Which, yeah, I do. I am a hairy woman, and I do have little mustache hairs. I don't know why. I've had them since I was like 8 years old. You know what's making this go even smoother? The sheer amount of foundation that I have around my lips. It's making this lipstick glide on real easy. Totally not smudging it around at all. Normally they would use a lip liner to do this, but I don't really own any like neutral lip liner colors, so couldn't do that today. I'm having to go over so many times because it's just in the places where it's overlined, it's like, oh boy. See, it got caught in my little mustache hairs. That doesn't even look even. How did I do that? How did I end up doing that? It doesn't even look even. Oh, it's because my lips aren't even. Oops. I always forget that. I always forget that this side of my lip is like longer than this side for some reason. I think I can get it to match up a little. That's lip overlining. That's why I don't do that. Because this looks... It looks... Okay, we're gonna wipe off that bake underneath the bronzer. That part actually doesn't look that bad. I don't hate that part. I was not gonna do my brow thickening mascara, but there's so much mascara on my eyebrows. And they did always have like really prominent eyebrows. It's just that their eyebrows were very structured, and you can't really get that with mine unless you like pluck them, and I don't want to pluck them. So I'm just gonna, the brow is gonna be incongruent with the rest of the face. We'll just have to live with that. There we go, that's better. Okay, and I'm using the Thick It, Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara from NYX. I like a thick brow, what can I say? And I always just brush it through to make them look even thicker and darker. And then just brush it back into the shape that it is naturally. I just like that. Well, that definitely, does it help? Part of the fun of this is I've never done this style of makeup before, so we get to see how that goes, which is not well, clearly. So I'm gonna put a little bit of blush, but it's gonna go on the apple of my cheek. It's gonna be like this neutrally sort of color, which I actually really love. I'm just gonna put it like right on the apple of my cheek instead of the lifting sort of way that I usually do it. It's just gonna go like that instead. I just remember everything being so like bronzy, monotone and everything. Because I believe, because everyone was still on about the Modern Renaissance palette, right? Not on the nose, which is a shame because I love on the nose blush, but they weren't doing that at the time. And then highlighter. We're gonna use a fan brush for the highlighter because everyone is using a fan brush. I think that everyone at the time was using like the Umreezy, or that's like way back though. That's not quite 2016. That's older than that. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in with this white highlighter. This is Mega Lightning from the Makeup Obsession line, which is a Makeup Revolution brand. And we're just doing one flat stripe across the cheek. Usually I put it like around here, up to here, right? Following the way that the light actually hits on my face. We're not doing that. We're doing this. Yeah. Just one straight line right across there. Same on everyone. It's not really showing up. Oh, I wonder why. Could it be because my face is dry? This is a dewy makeup fixing spray, which they weren't into at the time, but it's the only spray that I have. But at the time, everyone was using it was all about matte, so everyone was using matte setting sprays. So this might ruin it a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh my god, the amount of foundation that's rubbed off on this brush. Let's try that highlighter again. Dude, I remember it being way more, like, than this. Oh, well, it certainly made a white strip down the center of my nose. Oh my god. And I actually do like a good old highlighter, but not in that shape. What Well, that's that going on, I guess. Oh, we gotta put some in the inner corner. That's right. I do love a good inner corner highlight as well. Like, again, there are certain parts of the makeup of the time that I quite enjoy. But the base routine is not one of them, and nor is the huge winged liner. Wow, that is... I remember you being a lot better than this. What is going on? Look at it right there. It's a lot more like what I was looking for right there. Why is it not here? I don't understand. If only I hadn't thrown out my Wet n Wild Mega Glow. Oh, that's right. People would spray the brush dark. I'm not messing with the highlighter any more than that. All right. We're going to finish off the eyes. They always left that for the last step. I'm going to put in some of my this is my usual kohl eyeliner. I'm just going to pop that in my waterline. I still love a good black eyeliner waterline. There we go. I maybe don't love it so much with the gigantic wing. Anyway. And then, I don't own that Too Faced mascara because I don't buy from Too Faced, but this Makeup Revolution mascara has a similar wand shape, so we're gonna go with that. It's also rather clumpy, so from what I've heard, very similar. Don't worry, we'll be erasing this soon, this mascara buildup, because we're going to put giant false eyelashes on top of it. I did buy lash glue just for this video. I have false eyelashes. I don't wear them. I have them because whenever Glamlight releases a collection and I like pretty much everything in the collection, I just buy the bundle because it's like cheaper to just buy the whole bundle. However, they usually come with false lashes, and I don't really wear false lashes, so I just have like a collection of false lashes that I never ever wear. I'm just gonna get rid of some mascara that I got in my eyes real quick. Okay. Now, where did I put those lashes? I literally just had, what the? Oh, there they are. I'm gonna use the Glamlight French Fry lashes. And I need y'all to bear with me while I do this. I'm not good at putting these on, and they are not usually very good for my eye shape. False lashes are usually a little bit too big for my eyes, but I've tried like cutting down cheaper ones. I bought like a cheap e.l.f. pair of lashes once for a Halloween costume, and I tried cutting it down to proper size, and I cut it way too short, and that went very, very poorly. So I'm not gonna try that again. All right. And then they would always like fan them. All right, lashes fix everything, they would say. So let's see if it makes this look any better. Oh, this is for the side. Sir? Oh, okay. Another reason that I don't really like false lashes on me very much is my eyes have a natural sort of droop to them. And because of that, sometimes false lashes just make me look kind of sad. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get on that. Oh, I don't like this feeling. Oh, oh, bad sensory experience. Bad sensory experience. Okay, let's finish this off. Ah, it's stinging a little as well. I do have very sensitive eyes. I did let the lash glue like dry down. It felt like dryish to me, so I don't. Yes, sir? Are you upset that Mama is doing this to herself? Oh no, he's looking at the litter box? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, and baby on the bed. What's happening? Oh, is it the ants? Are the ants back? Oh boy. Turns out there's an ant colony living like right outside my window, and sometimes they come inside and like jump in the cat's water bowl that I have in my bedroom. All right. This might be too dry now. Let's see. Oh no, there we go. Oh, that one actually went on pretty smoothly. Hey, there we go. Okay. The band is a little on the inner corner. There we go. Okay. Like, oh, can you see how the difference in droopiness between my two eyes? Okay, this is my 2016 Instagram style makeup look. Let's bring the hair down and we've got the overlined lips. We've got the straight jaw contour. We got, oh, there you can see the highlighter. One strip right there. We've got the big wings. It looks better on, we'll focus on this side because I didn't screw this one up. Yep, we've got the foundation and concealer and baking powder methods going on. We've got a little bit of the nose contour we attempted. That didn't go so well. Let's just get another close-up in on that texture. I need you guys to know, seeing this amount of like texture on my face. The other day somebody told me, "Oh my god, you have such great skin, it's so smooth." And that was while I wasn't wearing any foundation or anything. So this, it just emphasizes, it's just emphasizing, so my eyes are watering so bad, oh my god. It emphasizes texture so much. This is why everyone was using pore filling primers at the time. Do you... Did I just fart? This is why everyone was using pore filling primers at the time, because the way that foundation was being done made it look like this. My skin does not look like this. You guys have seen my skin up close. It does not... Okay, one last... I'm going to take a picture for the thumbnail, and then I'm going to take a makeup wipe. I don't own makeup wipes, but I'm going to take a cotton pad that I have like makeup remover on, and I'm going to swipe on my cheeks so you guys can see the difference. Alright, took the picture. You'll see it as the thumbnail. I've got a cotton pad soaked in makeup remover. It's not like ugly. It's not, oh, baby girl. But, coleslaw's on my desk now. So here we go, up close again. This spot here, and then I'm gonna wipe away that foundation. First of all, look at how thick a layer that is. Don't mind how red the skin looks underneath. It just, I'm very sensitive to touch, so touching it like that made it red. But do you see how all of that texture that you noticed before, like there was one really annoying little puka like right around here? looks a lot better, doesn't it? Like, you can still see some of my pores there, but it doesn't look nearly as bad, does it? Let's take a look at the nose. Nose looks pretty bad. Well, that doesn't look half as bad now, does it? Let's look up here. Wow. And one more over here. Wowee. It's almost like that method of foundation, that layer of foundation, that way that we did it was too much an emphasized texture. But it looked good from far away, right? Oh, that looks good from far away. Because this is made for camera, because these techniques come from stage makeup and drag queen makeup for far away and cameras and stuff. Like, look at this from this distance. Wow. Wow. Up close. Ooh. Ooh. I do kind of like this, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like the... I should probably use bronzer occasionally in my looks from now on, but... the overlined lips really get me, but, like, I just remember everyone was like, Cupid's bow? No, there isn't. Baby girl. Oh, it's her. It's her. It's okay. I hit my elbow against the bookcase. That's the video. There's the... Oh, I'm gonna... there we go. They look nice, but oh, those are irritating to have on. Autistic people do not wear false eyelashes. I guarantee you, if you have, like, sensory... I am neurodivergent in some form. I don't know exactly which, but I do have some, like, sensory sensitivities, like, especially with a lot of foods and stuff that I can't... the feeling of wearing those false eyelashes was... Oh, and again, my skin is, like, itchy. So I'm gonna go wash all of this off. My cleansing balm is about to work overtime. Hey, just real quick, I was in the middle of washing my face. I just wanted to show, so first of all, there's still a whole bunch of liquid lipstick left on here. Do you see the blue? Apparently the reason that Glam Light liner is such a nice shade of black is because they use a blue base to it, because my entire face turned blue when I used my cleansing balm. Like, look at that. You saw I didn't wear anything blue, so it has to be the eyeliner. Anyway, I think I have to go in with the oil cleanser for a second time, and boy howdy am I using a retinol tonight to encourage cell turnover from this. Again, it's not like it's ugly, it's just so much. It's so much and I don't like it. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna end it off. I did pull out this because I remember some people did wear lip glosses, but they wore, like, lip glosses to lighten up the very center of their lips, so we're gonna try this. Ew. I don't like that. It changed color because it's wet. Okay. I gotta get this off my face. This was fun, though. This was fun. Bye.